Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Erica Vane back again with another amazing All-American video. And in this video, we are going to drop down and have a discussion, honey, because I have no idea what is going on. But is Preach the father? Child, I have no idea what is going on, but at the end of episode 14, we get a little pop-up from Amara, or something. Girl, I'm not going to get your name right until I know that you're not here choosing violence. I need to know that you're not here as proxy of some sinister plan from somebody who's out to get Mo and or Coop. I need you to state your attention, sis, because you got way too much attitude. Your hair is pressed too finely to perfection, and you making me uncomfortable. Yes, you about 8, 9, 10, but you making me uncomfortable, sis. But we get the pop-up of this young lady who says that she's been calling Preach all day, which tracks because in this episode we saw Preach ignore phone calls from unknown numbers. And then she comes out and says, "I'm your daughter," which is the most random thing to pop up in the middle of the night and tell anyone on some random street corner while they're loading their truck. It's just like, could you not have found him at the Crenshaw coffee shop at 10 a.m.? Could you have not have found him at the gym? I don't know. Like, the whole setup, y'all, is literally just like, what in the Pretty Little Liars? This girl got a shank behind her back and is going to stab Preach right now on this corner is going on. Like, I really don't understand. And the first thing that you would think about, right, is, okay, so Preach got a daughter and this is possibly his daughter with Mo. But then even that is just like, huh? That to me is very confusing because Mo, you would come back after someone kills your brother and then wait around all summer, watch everybody, and then halfway decide not to exact revenge after you came back saying that you were going to exact revenge, only to be like, yeah, I'm just going to put my revenge on pause until a moment where Coop's weaknesses are, or Coop is weakest and trust me, or whatever the case might be. You got all this time, all this patience to exact this revenge plot after your brother was killed. At this point, Tyrone has been killed a year ago, maybe a year and a half. But you got all, like, since you got all this time for this revenge plan behind your brother's killing, but you have no sense of urgency because you have a whole child with the man that has been growing, flourishing, and clearly getting her hair done regularly because sis's hair was on point. Like, y'all, I'm still stuck on how her wrap was just wrapped to perfection. Like, her press is ridiculously beautiful. So that to me is like, okay, maybe this isn't Mo's child, but then it's like, who else is it? Looky here, All American. We are in episode 14 of the 19 episode season. Miss Wendy Fine, we love it. Bringing back Carrie, don't love it, but we get it. Pulling out baby mamas that we don't know in the last 5, 6 episodes. This ain't gonna work. You gotta save this for season 4. We've already been through enough. It's a lot happening. So that is what's making me think like, okay, maybe this is Mo's child. Y'all, honestly, I have no idea where this child came from, who this child is, if this child is real. My gut is telling me that this girl is his daughter. But the thing that's getting all my wires crossed is like, by who? By who? Because even from what we have seen with Preach in, seasons 1 and 2, we don't see Preach out here just dating a bunch of women, pimping, smash. Like, Preach is very reserved. Preach is very stoic. Preach is very much so in control of his surrounding, his space, and he don't just be giving his attention and energy to just anybody. So, and then also this young lady is between 8 and 10 years old, very articulate, so she got a little education behind her. And if the Preach that we see today is this guy, right, and who was Preach 8 to 10 years ago, was running the streets, was in and out of jail. Yeah, because when we meet Preach, he had just come back home, and Tyrone brings Preach into the conversation because Tyrone has Preach drive Coop around after Coop has jumped into the game. Okay, cool. And Preach had just come home. So maybe, y'all, maybe this is his kid that he had and he was in jail at the time. And maybe that's why. So then, yeah, maybe it's Mo's kid with him, because we did see, I'm not sure if it was episode 12. I think it was either 12 or 11, y'all. I can't even track because so many things happening. After the dang on car crash, I feel like they've been throwing so much stuff into each episode with all these different characters trying to keep us catching us up or keeping us up with what's going on with everyone outside of Olivia. So we got the moment where Preach and Mo meet up for lunch. They have their little kiss, and Preach is like, "This is a goodbye kiss," and Mo thinks it's a reignite something type of kiss. But that's the very first time that, well, no, actually it's not, because we know that they had history before. They had a little moment at the beginning of the season, but we didn't know how deep it was. That scene where they have lunch is the very first time that we actually get exposed to how deep their relationship actually went. And I guess that could have been a setup to say that there was more there. But no, like, what? Even with Mo popping up at the end of season 2, when she went to go see Preach in jail, and she's talking all about Tyrone being killed, like, there was nothing there in reference to pause or hesitation or her like, she seemed like she came on a mission with a purpose specifically to communicate about that. And if she had a daughter with this man in the back of her mind, even if she wasn't going to say it, I felt like she would have moved differently. Like, she would have had a lot more, if she wasn't going to say it, she would have been a lot more reserved and stoic. Nothing about Mo's interactions with Preach up until this point have told us that, oh, I got some big ass secret lurking in the background, which is our daughter that I'm hiding from you. And not that we have to visually see that, you know, before it's time, before this episode, but she's just been moving way too confidently, way too, like, okay, like, she don't have no resentment about raising a child by herself. Oh, I really want to know whose kid this is. I feel like they're trying to tell us that it's Mo and Preach's kid, but it just doesn't track to me. Can y'all jump down in the comment section and tell me if it tracks for y'all? For the purposes of this video and speaking specifically on what we have seen on screen, I'm going to say yes, I do think that Preach is the father. And because I ain't got no other mother to give this kid to, I'm going to say Mo is the mother. Now, how the situations around it, what actually went down, I have no clue. I'm still trying to figure that out, y'all. Maybe I'll talk about this more in my predictions video for episode 15 after I think a little bit more on it. And y'all tell me what are y'all thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think that Preach is the father? Do you think that Mo is the mother? What do you think is going to happen next? Tell me all that and more in the comment section down below. If you're new here, I'm Erica Vane, and I post new All-American videos every day, sometimes twice a day, and you should really join the tribe by hitting subscribe. As you can tell, we talk about everything All-American. We literally have the best conversations around All-American on the internet, and you should really join us, join in on this conversation. If you made it to the end of this video, put 4 question face emojis in your comment so I know that you're a real one. You made it to the end of the video, and I gotta show you some extra special real love. If you missed any of my All-American breakdowns or coverage, you can check out my All About All-American playlist link right here for you on screen. And if you're looking for something new to watch, get into, and enjoy, I got 2 suggestions for you as well. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!